We're gonna take a ride over here to the front office. We're gonna show you guys some crazy thing here that goes on with the TTO. So here we are hanging out at TTO. For those of you who don't know, TTO is Thousand Trails Orlando. We thought we would share with you some information you may want to know when you're coming to TTO for the first time. You have out here is Route 27, correct?
It's a busy highway.
It is Route 27 though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Route 27. Route 27 runs north and south. First of all, when you come here, you want to make sure you come in from the south.
Absolutely.
And the reason being is when you're coming in from the south, you just have to make a right-hand turn from Route 27 right there. So you can see Route 27. But if you come from the north,
that's a whole nother issue on its own because you got to go across traffic. And for the most part, even if you get across traffic, the RVs are going to be lined up all the way down Thousand Trails Boulevard here, and no one's pretty much going to let you in because everyone knows it could just be letting in one person and you're not in the space that you want to be in or the section you want to be in.
Okay, so here's the thing about Thousand Trails Orlando. They will not let you in before 12 o'clock. If you pull in onto Thousand Trail Boulevard at 30 seconds before 12 o'clock, they will turn you around. And if they turn you around and there's a line of RVs coming in from the south, on the southbound side going north, you have to go out, turn around. By the time you get back or down, the line could be that much farther, that much longer. It's important that you don't come in before 12 o'clock because they'll turn you around. They don't care.
Talk about the police also. So also if you sit on the side of the highway and you're there, like let's say 10 minutes before 12, you can get ticketed. So that's another thing you can't do. You really can't sit outside along the highway either, unless they say maybe 5 minutes before, and then you still take a chance of getting ticketed.
Well, see, we've heard different stories. We've heard some people say they pulled in 5 minutes early because Route 27 is not the property of TTO. So TTO really can't do anything about you sitting out there, but a cop could move you. And we've heard stories from some people who said a cop didn't do anything, and some people will say they were ticketed by a cop. So it sounds like that could vary. That's up to you. It's arbitrary. You take a chance when you do that.
Yes, you do.
If you want to pull up and get in the turn lane and wait there and take your chance, that's up to you. But if you get ticketed or you get moved away, you're going to have to go all the way back down and work it. So it's imperative that you time it just right. Now, when we came in, we got in at like 12:02, and there were already 20 rigs in front of us.
Yeah, and you got to be careful also because we stopped down at a Walmart down the street and waited at 5 or 10 minutes so that we wouldn't get here too early. But then what happens is you also got to keep in mind there's lights, like every couple blocks there's a light, and so you get stuck behind those traffic lights. So it's a game. It's a big game.
It's all first come, first serve, and obviously, if you've never been here before, TTO has the new section and the new old section. And for the most part, those are the sections you want to be in, unless we found that there's another area where most of the kids hang out, the family kids hang out. So if you have kids, you may want to hang out in that area because it's like a neighborhood and the kids are having a good time and having a blast.
Yeah, lots to do.
So I'll walk over here and I'll show you. So right here is Thousand Trail Boulevard. And right here you see an RV coming in. So the question is he coming in to go to the campground? It's 11:52. It would be too early for him to come in. He's coming in. Let's see what happens. For whatever reason, he didn't turn in. Maybe he missed it. But had he turned in, he would have been disappointed. And that's the trick with over there, coming in from the south. Are you coming down 27? You're coming from the north, you're coming down, you got to cross over. There's no light to cross over, so you don't want to do that. What they'll do is sometimes the RVs will line up right along here and they'll take a chance, and you can see they're kind of pacing themselves to try to time it just right. See how slow he's going? He's going real slow. He's trying to time it. The problem is it's 11:54. Now, if he comes up here and parks, he's taking a chance. The cops may show up and tell you to leave or even ticket you. So it's all a big game on what to do and how to do it. Once you get in, I give them credit. They do have a system. It's very effective. It works. Another tip, for those of you who have a Class A, if you're towing, if you have a tow vehicle, disconnect your tow vehicle before you get to the campground and just follow the RV if you can do that, if you have the means to, because when you get inside, you will have to disconnect the tow vehicle before they take you to your space. So you're better off just to disconnect your tow vehicle down the road and follow each other in. So as you can see, it is 11:55. They're lining up at 11:57 and they're going to be good to go. 11:57 on a Sunday, 3 minutes before 12 o'clock, they're already lining up. As long as you don't get out there, sit here 10, 15 minutes early, you're probably okay. If you get here 5 minutes early, as this fella did, he got here 5 minutes early and he's okay. You can see now, as I'm walking here, the amount of RVs that are filling up down there, it's crazy. And now look, over here is what I was showing you before. Now you got these people coming in over here, coming southbound, and look, they're over there. And because they're over there, they're gonna have a heck of a time trying to get across, because most likely these folks in this lane are not gonna let you in because they wanna get in there ASAP. They're not gonna let you in. It's 12 o'clock, he should be able to come in. So there we are, 12 o'clock. You can see now they start rolling in. And my man here did the right thing. He just came across. I would have done the same thing. Some of those drivers were nice enough to let those guys in, which is a decent thing to do. Try to be patient, try to be courteous, try to be understanding, just try to be nice. So we're all in this together. I know everybody wants to be first, but everybody can't be first. But it is interesting how they do it, and to be honest with you, once you get inside, they handle it really well. That's nice to see. It's nice to see people working with each other, and it's crazy to think that there are this many RVers coming in on one day. So what do you think? What do you think about this whole process?
I understand they have to have rules. I think they need to figure out a different system that works a little bit better, but I do understand they have to have rules.
Yeah, someone told us they've tried a couple different systems. I think one of them was a reservation system too.
Right.
And people were upset with it. People had problems with it. People had, I don't know. I don't know.
But all the other ones have reservation systems. So, or maybe they don't. But I don't think they say, you can, if you come a little early, they turn you around.
But once again, I'm a fan of reservations. I think it removes that human element, which has a tendency to rear its ugly head when people it's a first come, first serve.
Yes.
And people can get nasty and act a certain way, and that's unfortunate.
It is.
So I don't understand why they can't do reservations. Maybe one of you guys know, and if you know, leave a comment down below. Tell us if you've been here before. I know some of you have tips and tricks. If you want to share them, leave them down in the comment below. Share them with us. And some of you will, some of you won't. I totally understand. And that's another thing. If you're staying here, don't make the mistake of going out to the store or something and trying to come back in at 12 o'clock when they let the RVs in. You'll be waiting in this line as well. Needless to say, this is a popular, very popular Thousand Trails location. So when you come in here, they'll have you turn left right there. Just turn left. You'll see. Come right in. Turn left right in there. And then you'll go down to where the main clubhouse area is in the parking lot, and that's where they kind of stage you, prep you, get you ready, and if you disconnect your tow vehicle from your rig in that area as well, and then you move on to your spot. When you pull in, they'll give you a number based on where you were in line. That's why I say if you disconnect your tow first, because that'll save you time in a staging area that may allow 1 or 2 rigs to slip by you, even though it's all numbered. If it takes you, 15, 20 minutes to disconnect your tow, they're not going to stop with letting the other RVs in that are already disconnected or that are towed. As you can see, you'll come into the, basically it's like a staging area, but this is where the clubhouse is over there. And then you usually pull up to someone in a golf cart and you can ask them what section you want to go to, and if they have something there, they'll take you there. If not, you'll go to your second or your third or your fourth choice. And in some cases, you may not have a choice at all. It's definitely an event.
It's the thrill of the morning.
It really is worth coming out, and you'll notice that if you come in for the first time, you'll notice that there are people along the road watching, because everybody kind of gets a kick out of it to see how it works and what's going on. So Mike was just telling us a story that the police warned some of the RVers they had to leave to get out of the turn lane. They were there too soon. They didn't want to, and he said it was a $265 ticket. So you have to ask yourself, is getting first in line worth $265 ticket? That's a possibility. Now today, there were no police out there. I think there were more RVs coming in today than the day we came in, don't you think?
Oh yeah, a lot more.
Sunday's the big moving day.
It is?
Always Sunday. The only reason why is because a lot of people work, and this is like their only day where they can actually pack up, move, and then they can start work again Monday. And a lot of people, some do work on Saturdays. That's why Sunday's always the big one.
You heard what Mike said. Mike knows what he's talking about. He's been here many times. Sunday is the busiest day.
Busiest day for RV.
I know when we came in on a Wednesday, we thought it was busy. We were number 23, but not like this. Definitely not like this. Well, there you have it. That is the process by which you have to get into TTO. It can be a bit daunting and overwhelming, but once you get used to it and once you get inside, they have a process and they do a pretty good job of getting you to your site. It's just a question of where you want to stay and what section you prefer.
That's true. And what day you come in?
Yeah, what day you come in. It seems like Sunday, that particular Sunday, 108 RVers.
That's crazy.
RVs came in that day. That was crazy. It was insane, but it was very orderly. Everyone got a spot and everything worked out pretty well.
Yep.
So they do a pretty good job. You just got to be patient with them. And, it all worked out for everyone.
It did. We had a great spot. We had a great time. And we're coming back again.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we are coming back.
Yes, we are.
Forgot.
Well,
anyway,
not
guys.
making the reservation.
Yes. Well, she takes care of everything. If you guys found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll be notified every time we release a channel.
A channel?
I'm sorry. Every time we release a video.
Somebody's got...
Trying to keep track of everything.
Somebody's got some issues
It's
today.
not as easy as you think. But anyway, you know what I mean. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll be notified every time we release a video.
That's much better.
Much better.
Good
Thank you. There you guys. Hey, remember, guys, any day you can get away is a great day. You guys take care.
Take care, guys. See ya. Bye.
Bye.